people can't understand that.
That's really point blank in the period. Like, he was never a man of the people. This man didn't wake up not a single day and say, I'm going to make America great for Americans. The problem is he's making America great for himself and his wealthy buddies. And we've seen that with the types of executive orders that he has put in or has signed just within the first week of office. So, I mean, I don't want to say too bad, so sad, because we're all affected by it, but we try to tell y'all. And especially with, like, everybody's up in such a rage about Target rolling back their DEI initiatives. And people are looking at Tabitha Brown because we know she has a brand in there. They're looking at the owner of the Lip Bar because we know she has a brand that's through there. And I just want people to know, like, it's not as easy as you think. The people who are saying, let's just boycott Target and Tabitha, just take your products elsewhere. Honey, there were contracts signed. We need a warehouse to house that stuff. Where are we going to start selling it at? We can't just we need a logistics plan in place that will take care of this. So I don't even think boycotting is the option at this point. The solution is to go back to September and educate people about what was going to happen in a couple of months, because we tried to, and I think I will always die on this hill. I feel like Donald Trump did not win the presidency solely because the majority of America's racist. I feel like the Democrats had a very tough time getting out the message that they were actively doing things in office to make everyday life better for the average American, and that they had the Democratic Party had things in place to better the lives of the average American. You got an 80-year-old person trying to talk to millennials and Gen Zers about stuff that he ain't never had to deal with.
So
Your daddy was calling us colored.
Oh my God.
So, they were just out of touch. And I just think
wish
it's
it was
crazy.
different. Brian, I'm going to tell you right now, I seen Alta on that list. My heart hurt. My heart is still hurting on that list to boycott. Alta was up there. I said, I'm going to have to get my shades and a trench jacket and just,
just going up in there?
I won't spend too long. Just got to get some
just going up
products.
in there.
Just want to grab a few fancy products and I'm out of here. Because, I don't want to partake. But no, on a serious note, I 1000% agree with you. Like, we was not able to articulate to people. I think I could tell because a lot of times in the comments, even under your posts and other posts that I've seen when you was really advocating and doing your political thing, people were still confused. They still were very confused. Of course, you did a phenomenal job. Not saying anything like that. But I'm just saying, like, we just did not hit the mark where people were the most confused. And that's what made it tough, because the real thing is, like, you got to go 20 times harder when you going against a woman. You have to really put this information out there. You really got to sell it. You got to go above and beyond. You got to make it seem like you wouldn't want to vote for anybody else. We can't really treat it like he's going up against another man. I wish that was the case. I really do. But that's not it. It's even just like with rappers, right? Two men going against each other, but automatically if you put a male rapper up against a female rapper, people are automatically going to be like, oh, he going to dog her. Oh, he going to kill it. Not even knowing if he can rap. And she could be the best rapper ever. But when it comes to women, we do have to go extra hard, like, all the time. And we can't treat it like it's the same thing because we're not equal. They're already looking at us at a disadvantage already.
Yeah. And I hate that for Kamala, because she really did as much as she could. But I'll be honest, the DNC set her up to fail. They just wanted her to take the fall for this. There was no way that I wanted her to win, but there was no way that lady was going to win. Yeah. And you could see it. You could see the propaganda. You could see the social media stuff. You could see everything this man was doing and how he was constantly gaining momentum by playing to poor white people's insecurities. Yeah. Like he preyed on poor white people's insecurities by telling them that illegal immigrants were coming over here and taking their jobs and killing people. Sir.
And he got the Latino vote.
Which is crazy. You remember in 2016? You remember when Donald Trump was in Puerto Rico throwing paper towels at people?
No, why was he? Wait, what?
Because that man was in Puerto Rico throwing paper towels at people that were they had limited resources during the pandemic. He was out there trying to make it seem like he was their savior, and he was just lobbing it out like he was throwing rice at a wedding, baby. When I say the man treats people like animals, he treats them like animals, and they still went to the polls and voted for him. So for me, I don't even want you to boycott nothing, Lene. At the most I want you to do, as far as Ulta is concerned, is those products that you buy them from the seller's website. It might be a little more expensive, but just
It's
buy it
worth it.
straight from the seller.
I like
Because
that.
if
And I
these
didn't see
companies are acting
Sephora
like
up
this,
there. I like that. You're right.
you might could go to Sephora.
For
But then,
sure.
if my thing is, if we're gonna do this, it's not realistic to boycott every single thing. Because if we're gonna do this, we have to forego companies that make our favorite paper towels,
Yeah.
tissue, food products, clothing. Like, this is what America was designed to do. They have created so many monopolies across so many different industries. We are being held at the whim of a maniac who holds the key to the office. Like,
So true. And I'm
we
just
gotta
trying
get
to
in line and
figure
shut
out.
up.
I agree. There are so many, what I learned on TikTok, and that's why I really didn't want it to go away. What I learned on TikTok is that there are so many Black owned companies that have all of this stuff that we want. Like, there are so many Black owned mom and pop shops that are making honestly better quality. Now, you do have to pay for the quality, but what I'm saying is we don't have to give our money to these big organizations. We don't have to, because there's somebody making it. We just don't know who they are yet. But we can put our money back into the Black community. I mean, that's where I would prefer my dollars go anyway. Into the Black community. I would love to just shop all Black owned. The issue, and I'm gonna be real with you, because I know it takes a lot for y'all to make these products. I think my issue sometimes come in, and I see this with food and restaurants and stuff, is it's just overpriced. It's like completely overpriced. I want us to figure out how to collaborate and not have to charge people $50 for like 2 things of bacon, some eggs, and a pancake.
That might be where they're always going to lose out, because these conglomerates like Target and Walmart and all these big name companies, them folks got the revenue to push that out, and they can charge you whatever they want to charge you because somebody gonna pay it.
Yeah, but
So
it's always cheaper. I think that's what, are we being competitive? Because I also look at the prices sometimes and it's not even competitive.
Like, I mean, I think the issue too. Like, I think sometimes, they have this thing where Black people are always trying to get the most out their business, and I'm just like, bro, if this lady think her lipstick is worth $30 and you want the lipstick, just pay the $30 or go somewhere else. But don't, like, and we have businesses, we are brands, so we understand being lowballed and being paid what we're worth. So I would never go to a Black owned company and try to ask them for a discount. Because when I be up in Target, or if I'm up in Walmart, wherever I'm gonna go, I don't be up in there trying to ask them nothing unless I'm price matching. Or something that I got,
But I will say, am I a returning customer? Because I'm all for supporting, right? Yeah. I'm all for supporting. I'm all for, because if I like something, I like something. But I will say that a lot of times I'm not a returning customer.
Well, ain't nobody finna give you no discount. You got to pay the full price then, for sure. unless they finna do, like, a lot of companies do loyalty discounts, and they have like an account where you can, you spend so much money, they give you a certain amount off. So I think that might help a lot of businesses. But
I think so too, and that's
you also got to get me something that I want to buy over and over again.
That's what I'm saying, and that's kind of where I'm at. It's like figuring out how to make it work for everybody, because I think all businesses, if not, then why are you in business? But I would think all businesses want returning customers. I would think that. So in order to do that, I think like you should come up with some type of strategy, something to put in place to help your customers feel like, well, at least if I buy this, I know I get this, maybe like 20% off, 30% off this next thing. Or if you spend over this much, you get this. Like, instead of it always being $100 no matter what. Like, yeah, boom, this lip gloss, I want to charge you $100. Cool, I'll buy it from you the first time. But there's so many places I can go to get lip gloss that's not $100. Like, I just want to support you now, but would I support you long term? No.
Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting conversation that we got to have. So business owners have to look at all these things: what the market wants, what you can demand, what you can supply, and how often you're going to supply it. Because I think one of the, one of the main issues facing, small business owners is, say we get on TikTok and we blow up 10 local businesses here in Atlanta, and everybody wants to order from them. Them people ain't got the manufacturing capabilities to push out them orders. So now when I'm fulfilling 2,000 orders in one weekend, now y'all mad because y'all got to wait 4 weeks. So it's like a never ending, like, this is what I mean when I say this country is built this way, to crush less fortunate people, to crush smaller entities. That's what capitalism is. That's why it was built. That's how it functions. That's what it was created for. And so it's like, you gotta, old girl said, you gotta get the money and just live off the radar, because at this point, these people making it too expensive to even wash your ass. You
I'm
thought I
telling
wasn't
you.
gonna work it in.
I see what you did there. I see what you did there.
Thought I
Yeah,
wasn't
because
gonna work nothing
eggs,
out.
child, eggs is no joke, child.
No,
I
that's
can't even
ridiculous.
eat an egg right now, child. I'm scared. It's too expensive. That's a delicacy now. They done made
I mean,
eggs a delicacy.
they making everything like that though. Like, they driving the prices of stuff up, and it's like, well, damn, you need it. So they kind of like trying to make you buy it. And I'm like, that I try every day. Every day, I look up places to live
Right.
in Milan, Italy. I have a list of places. I met with it. I'm so serious. I met with an Italian speaking realtor, and I researched what it would take for me to move over there. If I got to sell everything I own, I want to get the hell away from this country, because this place ain't built for us. It ain't even built for white people no more. That's the crazy part.
I know.
That's
Yeah.
the crazy part. White people can't even comfortably stay over here no more.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, your privilege don't work over here like that, Slim. Yeah. Dang. I mean, yeah, this is a tough time. I think this is a tough time, and I think it's a time for people to kind of like shift their focus a little bit too. Because he's letting a lot of people in the government go too. You know what I mean? He don't see the value in EPA or, immigration. He's firing a lot of people as well. And so I think you need to figure out how to sustain a living without relying on certain things, because a lot of this will be lifted. I think as entrepreneurs, and I ain't trying to say too much because I don't want him dibbling and dabbling over here. Okay, you with me? But I feel like, no, seriously, being an entrepreneur is, I don't even want to say this, it's safe until you got to pay taxes. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there, because he's somebody who don't pay taxes. So who knows? He might get rid of taxes.
For who is the question? Because if he gets rid of taxes, it ain't gonna be for the average everyday American. It's not gonna be for the people that's making between 60 and 80,000 a year.
Part.
It's gonna be for people who have trust funds and yachts and rental properties and homes and all this other stuff. Like, oh, and then you know what? I think that we should just hit them with the Uno reverse card. We just gotta throw it back at them. We gotta figure out what they're doing, learn it inside and out, find a loophole that rich white people are so good at doing. I know. We gotta find a loophole and beat them at their own game. That's the only way. That's the only way we're gonna be able to overcome it. We gotta beat them at their own game, because if we try to play outside of their rules, jail, public shame, loss of wages, all of these things are going to happen if you try to do what they actually do, because they created a system. It's crazy. It's the law. A lot of stuff that they probably are doing financially is legal.
Yeah.
It's just fucked up.
Yeah, it is. But you're right. I hope y'all listening, because that's spot on. We have to beat them at their own game, which means we got to get educated. And to be fair, friend, just to be honest with you, you got to get some white friends. We need white friends. You need white friends.
I'm gonna marry a white man. I've already divested. I've determined
you better run it back. I want this time stamped at 1520. Just your listen.
At this point, it's about survival. At this point, it's about survival. And you know what I'm gonna teach? The first thing I'm gonna teach them to do: wash that ass.
You're so stupid.
That's the first thing I'm gonna teach you to do, is wash it.
No, because you gotta teach them. You know, they only hit their head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Nothing in between. That's it.
Baby, that's all they want.
And them feet, they don't touch them feet. They don't touch them ankles. They don't touch, but none of that. And they only shower once a month, if that.
Now, see, the devil is a lie, because you're not gonna be my man acting like that. I'm gonna tell listen, we use washcloths over here. So if that, like, I got non-negotiables: cheating, abuse, and a wash rag.
Woo!